SAfm Sports Special.
Let's shift our focus now to wheelchair tennis. And Wheelchair Tennis South Africa is delighted to have two players qualify and be invited to play in the esteemed US Open, the first Grand Slam of the year. Only 20 players across 3 categories are invited to compete in the wheelchair tennis event. 8 men, 8 women, and 4 quads. And that event will be taking place in New York from the 5th to the 8th of September. The two South Africans that have been selected, Lucas Sitole, who we chatted to on the show, I'm trying to think, it's probably 2 weeks ago. We chatted to Lucas about his great results this season. And the second one is KG Montjane. And KG joins us in studio today. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here today.
KG, tell me about this trip. When do you head off?
This trip we're leaving on the 24th of August, this coming Saturday. And first time in a US Open Grand Slam. I believe Wheelchair Tennis South Africa should be delighted for that because they put a lot of work into that to can produce. First top African players to be presenting Africa in those type of tournaments. So for us, we worked hard for it, and we're just looking forward to the tournament.
It is a big thing. I talk about only 4 quads. Lucas is one of the top 4 in the world, basically. He's been invited. In the ladies' draw, there's only 8, so you're in the top 8. How does that make you feel? You're from here. South Africa, so often we seem like we're so far removed from the rest of the world. You're in the top 8 in the world. That's something.
Yeah, first of all, for me to achieve all that, I couldn't have done it on my own. There are people who are behind all this, and not forgetting a pod company South Africa. They put the whole thing on the table for Wheelchair Tennis South Africa to find talent, and that's where they found people like us. So it's an opportunity for us. We gotta use it in the right way. So we don't just there just to utilize what they're putting in, but we're showing out our talent and showing people that as a disabled people, we're not really looking down on ourselves. We are capable of doing other stuff, and it take us a lot of hard work, to perfect the skills. Because maneuvering in a wheelchair and having to hit a ball again, it's not easy. So we put a lot of sacrifices and time, to make sure that we achieve all that. I guess that's why today we deserve to be ranked that high.
Yeah, and you're right. A lot of hard work goes into it. People see you at the top of your game and they think, couldn't have been that difficult, but they are. There are hours and hours and hours of blood, sweat and tears that go into something like this. Let's take a step back, KG. Tell me a little bit about you, your background, where you're from originally, where did you grow up?
I was born in Limpopo province, born on the 3rd of June. And I was fortunate because I was born with disability. So at the age of 6, my parents took me to a special school, So I grew up in an environment where it was more accommodative because there were a lot of people with disabilities. So I never tend to experience that thing where people look at you as a person with disability and feel sorry for you. So, for me, growing up there, I learned to accept who I am. And for me, coming out of that school, facing the real world where I had to mix up with able-bodied people, to me it was a lot easier because I dealt with that disability at a very young age. And growing up, when people feel sorry for me, I feel sorry for them because they don't know how I feel or what am I capable of.
SAfm Sports Special.